it's a beautiful day out, but unfortunately we're all stuck in the house and we can't even get out and hit golf balls. So here's some stretches I want everybody to try to work on at home. So at least while you can't hit golf balls, we're gonna work on better posture. So the first thing I want you to do is just get your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, get nice and tall, right? No slouching. We wanna tighten up our belly and engage our glute muscles so our trunk is nice and tall. We're gonna keep our chest elevated. And from here, we're gonna reach up nice and tall, and we're gonna grab our left wrist. Now, maintaining that good posture, we're gonna pull that left arm up and tilt slightly. Now, when we tilt, we wanna tilt from the upper rib cage, not at the low back, right? We're tilting up here. So we're gonna reach and tilt. I want you to hold each side 30 seconds, switch 30 seconds, repeat twice. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to find something to put our foot up. You can use a chair, you can use steps in the house, or we're going to stretch our hamstring out. First thing I want you to do is get that foot up, and we're going to pull the toes to our shin. So I don't want the toes pointed. Pull the toes to your shin, get your calf stretched. You may not be able to see it, but I have a slight bend in my knee. You shouldn't feel the pull behind your knee. That's your sciatic nerve. That's no good. Slight bend in your knee. I want you to feel the stretch in the belly of the hamstring muscle. Now again, like we did in the beginning, we're keeping the chest tall, core tight. We're gonna hinge through our hips. So I'm bending here. I'm not rounding my spine. I'm keeping my chest tall, and I'm gonna hinge at my hips. I'm gonna hold that stretch for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna push my foot down into the block for 30 seconds. I'm gonna stop and move deeper into the stretch. You're going to do that 3 times each leg. Next stretch I want you to work on is you can find a bench or a chair or something to get your leg up on. But we're going to start with our knee up, and we're going to grab that back foot, and we're going to lean into that stretch, keeping the chest tall. Right here, we're stretching out the hip flexor and the quadricep. If you can't get your foot, you can wrap a towel around your foot to pull that in there, or just leave it that way and just get the stretch through your hip flexor. But it's important that you keep your core engaged. I don't want your back arching that way. I want you to keep it tight here. We're gonna do 30 seconds each leg, 3 times. And the last thing I wanna have you do is I'm gonna show you this from the side, where we're gonna start with our feet about hip to shoulder width apart. Okay, we're back in that good posture position where our glutes are tight and our core is tight, chest tall. From here, we're gonna push the hips back, so we're gonna stretch through the hamstrings. But notice my back's staying flat. I'm not letting it round. So here, I wanna feel a good stretch in my hamstrings. Once I get here, I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna turn my thumbs away from my body and pull back. I'm gonna hold that stretch for 15 seconds. I'm gonna reach out for 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna come back 15 seconds. And then reach 15 seconds. We're gonna go 3 times, and on that third one, from here, we're gonna sit down into a squat position as deep as we can get with the heels staying on the ground. Knees are pushing out. So it looks like this from the front, not like this, and my heels stay flat on the ground. They don't lift up. From here, we're gonna reach the arms up, push through the heels, come up, and repeat. Try that at home, and you should notice a lot difference in your posture when you start to play golf again.